over the last few years, we've seen, especially with the COVID lockdowns, we've seen an uptick in an awareness of mental health, a focus on mental health, and it's made its way into the Apostolic Church as well. You know, people are talking about it more, wanting to know more about it. Do you believe that the Apostolic Church needs to address mental health more frequently and talk about the benefits of counseling? And if so, why or why not?
Um, great question. I don't know that it necessarily needs to be done more frequently. I I presently am the chairman of a group of licensed psychologists, counselors that are also licensed ministers. It's called Points of Refuge. We
Hmm.
have a website and we have a place where they can go, ministers or wives, whatever, are able to go and sort of get some touch base free stuff. We also have a counseling, it's called Apostolic Counselors, I think, Association or group, and we have several of our people that are on that. And yes, it is an important issue, and yes, there needs to be a level of openness where it is not considered with a negative stigma for
Mm.
you to talk to someone, and that's hard to figure out that balance of that, because some ministers still, you know, have an issue with confidentiality. If I call you, is somebody going to know, or is somebody else going to know about it? And it's kind of the same thing that our people feel at times, and maybe why they don't want to come to the pastor, because they don't want the pastor to have to carry that burden. We're fighting.
Mm.
I'm embarrassed. whatever. So I think just being able periodically to recognize, and just what you're doing today, that becomes part of a healthy way, that here it is. It's not the green monster in the closet,
Mm.
and let's do it. It's better to get help than not. And, there are those that um, have an understanding of who we are as apostolics, as what we believe. Unfortunately, there are individuals that are trained in the field of psychology that don't want to deal with a spiritual aspect of us. But
Yeah.
that's the same in every field. We have found in the US more and more, I would say, of our medical profession has begun embracing a spiritual sense of, it's okay to pray. It's okay to have your pastor come back. It's okay to have that connection, because the statistics have proven that
Yeah.
people that have that get better. And so
Yeah.
it's kind of like they're not stupid.
Hmm.
They want their treatments to be successful,
Hmm.
so they're willing to sort of open themselves up to a spiritual um, connection. So I think, I don't know that more, but I think it's got to just become easy. It's sort
Yes.
of,
Yeah, I love that. That's good. Yeah, it just becomes part of the dialogue. It's not something that's off in the corner, but it's actually part of, the dialogue as to what makes us humans and then how we can be healthy physically, emotionally, spiritually. Yeah, I love that.
correct. And I think probably we were all with the mindset that God can do everything and God
Mm.
can do anything. And, there was a time when um, it was back in the 1940s. I know that I wasn't alive, but I heard stories of people going to prayer meetings and their teeth being filled. And, you know, it was
Wow.
like, I can't afford to go to a dentist, and God fill my teeth. I can't verify that or not. I do believe I know God could, I'm sure, heal and fill a tooth or make
Yeah.
a tooth brand new. And
Mm.
yet, most people would not first pray about a toothache. They would probably go to the dentist.
That's
And
right. Yeah.
probably we should still pray about the toothache first. You know, uh, we're still probably under the mindset that, you know, if I'm sick in my physical body, I go to a doctor. And yet there are some that would say, I don't trust doctors. Well,
Mm.
I think mental health is maybe sort of the last one to come
Yeah.
alongside of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I had Dr. Vonnie Marshall on about a month or so ago, and we were talking about it. And yeah, she said something similar in that, you know, the brain's an organ and it's part of your body. If you have a physical ailment, you're going to go talk to a doctor about it. Yes, you're going to pray. You're going to be in the prayer line. You're going to ask for the elders to pray. You know, God can heal you, but you may also go to a doctor as well. And the same can be said when it comes to mental health. You know, if you are having issues and you need to work through it, talk to someone like yourself who has been well versed in that field and is a soul doctor. I love that. I love how you called it. You know, basically like a soul doctor. Um, but you know, someone who can help you unpack things and work through things and get you on the right track.
Absolutely. And the word, the Bible is very full of the warts and the failings of the heroes, which is what makes it such a true book, because it doesn't paint them with one broad stroke of, I mean, we see Elijah's depression. We see John the Baptist questioning. We see Samson's failures. We see David's mistakes. There's not one individual that passes through all of this without us seeing all that they went through. And so it's hopeful in that,
Mm.
because it gives us hope that we can be real.